What if I told you, the biggest threat to your discipline isn't laziness? It's not procrastination. It's not even a lack of willpower. The real threat is way quieter. It's the small behaviors you shrug off as harmless. The ones you don't even notice. The ones that slip into your day like shadows, sabotaging your progress while you think you're still on track. And here's the scary part, they don't feel dangerous. They feel normal. Comfortable. Automatic. That's why they're so powerful. Because discipline doesn't collapse in one big crash. It crumbles piece by piece. Stolen by tiny habits you never pay attention to. Think about it. Discipline is what drives growth. Success. Confidence. Without it, you drift. You give in. You repeat the same cycle again and again. And most people aren't losing discipline through massive mistakes, they're losing it through small, overlooked behaviors. So today, let's call them out. Because once you see them, you can stop them. The first behavior, multitasking. It sounds productive, right? Juggling emails while scrolling through notifications, half listening to a podcast while pretending to work. But here's the truth, multitasking is fake productivity. You're not doing more, you're just doing less, badly. Every time you switch tasks, your brain has to reset. That tiny delay steals your focus, drains your energy, and kills your momentum. And over time, your discipline weakens, because you've trained yourself to live in distraction. If you can't sit down and give one thing your full attention, how can you expect to stick with the hard things that actually matter? The second behavior, saying later. It feels harmless. You'll work out later. You'll write later. You'll clean it up later. But here's the problem, later is a lie. Later turns into never. Every time you push something off, you're teaching your brain that comfort now is more important than progress later. You're building a habit of delay. And habits don't care about your excuses, they just grow stronger the more you repeat them. Be honest, how many of your goals have already been buried under the word later? The third behavior, surrounding yourself with comfort cues. You think you're strong enough to resist, but your environment always wins. Junk food in the fridge. Social media tabs open. The TV remote sitting on the couch. Those little cues pull you toward comfort without you even realizing it. Discipline isn't just about willpower, it's about design. If your environment is built for distraction, discipline will always lose. But when you remove temptations and make the right choice the easy one, suddenly discipline doesn't feel like a battle. It feels natural. The fourth behavior, overestimating small breaks. You say, I'll just take 5 minutes. But 5 turns into 50. And suddenly, your whole day is gone. Here's the danger, breaks without boundaries blur the line between rest and laziness. Real rest recharges you. Fake rest drains you, and leaves you guilty. And guilt is poison to discipline. It makes you lose trust in yourself. If you want to protect your discipline, set limits on your breaks. Otherwise, the thing meant to recharge you will be the same trap that destroys your momentum. Now zoom out. Do you see the pattern? It's not the big failures holding you back. It's the small ones. Multitasking. Saying later. Surrounding yourself with comfort. Letting breaks spiral out of control. Each one feels tiny. But together, they eat away at your discipline like rust on steel. Until one day, you wonder why you're stuck. Why you can't follow through. Why your goals always seem out of reach. But here's the good news, the same way small behaviors destroy discipline, small changes can rebuild it. Focus on one task at a time. Say, now, instead of later. Clear your environment of comfort traps. And put boundaries around your rest. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about catching the leaks before they sink the ship. So now it's your turn. Which of these hidden behaviors do you see in your own life? Be real, and drop it in the comments. I read them, and I want to know which one hit you hardest. And if this video gave you clarity, if it made you rethink discipline, hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs the reminder. And subscribe for more deep dives into psychology, self-control, and building a mind that doesn't quit. Remember this, discipline doesn't die in one big blow. It dies quietly, through the choices you overlook. But if you take control of those choices, if you build strength where others settle for comfort, there's no limit to what you can create. The behaviors may be small, but so is the spark that lights a fire. So tell me, which fire are you feeding?